Perfect. There's no way to enable sound anymore. So that's a wrap. All right. So let's go ahead and take a nice long inhale through your nose. And when you exhale, try to let go of your morning, whatever it took for you to get here. I think everybody's morning was a little hectic because the vibration's pretty intense for me in here right now. That's all of you. Then inhale all the way to full. Open your mouth and just try to let go of all of your plans for today. And then inhale all the way to full and just arrive on your mat. Good. So 1 hour. All right. It doesn't seem difficult to do, but it is. For 1 hour, we're going to retrain your mind. All right. Because it's always on autopilot. Mostly negative mantras like I don't like this and I don't like that and I'm mad at this person. It's like an endless list of negativity that we all have, and we're wired like that on purpose. All right. In ancient times, people really had to run for their lives and worry about things like food and shelter and like just things like that. And we have none of that. But our mind is still caveman. So we're here to really learn how to turn off that noise. The very first yoga aphorism is to shut down that noise. Yoga Chitta Vritta Narodaha means quiet your mind. It's the first aphorism, thousands of years old. Pull your knees into your chest, find your Apanasana, and circle knees around. So I was just telling Margot was listening. I was listening to a doctor who talked about oftentimes brain disease starts at the top of your head, parietal lobe. Go ahead and circle knees the other way. We stimulate our parietal lobe whole time during practice because you're learning second language, you're aware of your space, all right, around you, because parietal space around you. And then also you're having to notice if you have any aches or pains during your practice. And those are the three biggest stimulants that happen in your parietal lobe. So we're using that whole time. Go ahead and put your feet down now, wide and knees touch, and one hand on your belly for your pranayama, your breathing technique, which of course is the biggest tool we have to lower our blood pressure. All right. And Susan went to the doctor the other day and has been having trouble every time she goes. Her pressure's through the roof. And she used the tools that we practice here and she brought it down to the lowest it's ever been. So I love using myself. I love using others as an example of how well the practice works outside this room. So pranayama is your breathing techniques that we practice in here. And it does all of those things, lowering your blood pressure and maybe noticing your back heavy into the mat, maybe your sacrum, maybe pick up your hips and lower your sacrum down a little heavier, and your one hand on belly, one hand on heart, so that you can feel your breathing. All right, it is a barometer for how you feel. So go ahead and take a nice long inhale through your nose and then exhale through the nose. Just notice how calming that is. And then inhale to full, seal your lips, and exhale through your nose. Ujjayi breathing, ocean breathing. Good. Practice few more just like that because that's probably the easiest one to use. Do a few more while you learn a little. Learning is what keeps you from ever becoming cognitively impaired. So really, I wrote this paper. All right. And that's something I do all the time without using, doctors and nutritionists and every kind of information I could ever give to you. But I was thinking about, why do I feel so happy all the time after I do my brain aerobics? And I'm not any different than all of you. Well, it's because we're calming our whole nervous system. You are definitely aligning your brain waves as we have studied. You're shifting your attention inside and you're producing real chemical shifts, all while helping you feel more whole and connected. So it's not just in my head or your head, but it is in your brain and in the best possible way. So if you feel especially happy when you do your brain aerobics, it's because this practice is working on multiple layers of your brain, your body, and your emotions all at once. For me personally, the practice takes my attention off of all my daily worries, all the noise inside my head, and any emotional overload. The sense of inner quiet feels very euphoric to me. And my usual state, believe it or not, is a little tense sometimes, maybe even distracted, maybe even overwhelmed. So I realize how loud my mind usually is. And then I could feel what it's like to quiet it. That contrast is exactly what brings you joy and happiness. So take a nice long inhale through your nose, pause at the top, and exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Inhaling all the way to full. Pause at the top. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Practice this second tool on your own 2 times. Good. Come to natural breathing, some of Riti Pranayama. So you have stimulated your parietal lobe just by doing your breathing because your body notices that you're not in any pain, you're very calm. And you've stimulated your vagus nerve, which runs from your brain into your organs. And your organs just got a message that you're very safe and protected. And by now, you all understand that stress and inflammation is what causes brain disease. All right, go ahead and rub your hands together. Create a little bit of Reiki heat in your hands. So somatic healing, all right? You were born with this. It's easy, but you have to practice. Right hand on your heart, left hand on top. Just notice some heat coming through the chest wall. All right, so just notice what that feels like. All right, that's the energy that you were born with to heal yourself. Somatic healing, using your mind and breath. But I'd like you to consider a centering thought for your practice. Simply, happiness is my birthright. And just repeat it to yourself 2 times. Happiness is my birthright. Good. All right. Let's lubricate all your joints, all your muscles. Nancy just got off her bike, so extend your feet out long. Now, I've asked you to do this every morning when you get up, as well as a glass of water. All right. Not negotiable. Both things. Lubricate your joints, arms alongside your body. Point your toes real hard. Flex your feet, flex your wrists, fingertips to ceiling. Point your toes, lay your hands down, flex your feet, flex your wrists. Again, point, lay your hands down, and go ahead and flex your wrists and your feet. Good. Lay your hands down, bring your feet in, supine, soles of feet on your mat. And now bring soles of feet together. Let your knees float out long, wide. Flutter the knees up and down, move some synovial fluid inside your hip pockets. I was just reading all about this. Go ahead and flutter. So before you get out of bed, you want to move some of that synovial fluid around your bones, around your joints. All right, go ahead and bring your knees up now. Cross right foot over your left knee and find figure 4 on your back. Good. Supta Utkatasana, seated chair, lying down chair. Bring your knee in towards midline. Make sure you're touching low belly with your thigh and go ahead and open up that right knee. Again, sweep it in, give a little squeeze to that low belly. You have an interstate highway for cells at the low belly. Go ahead and open your knee. One more like this. Go ahead and bring that knee in. Try to squeeze low belly a little bit and sweep that knee out. Good. Sole of foot comes down. Other side. Find your figure 4. Left foot over your right knee. and go ahead and flare your knee open and then sweep it into midline. Try to grab that low belly on left side. Good. Go ahead and open it. So you have a meridian there. It's just like an interstate highway. Bring your knees in for yourselves. Go ahead and open that knee. So massage inside your hip and then go ahead and sweep it in and get that low belly. Good. Soles of feet come down once more. Pull your knees in now. Cup your knees with your hands. So Apanasana, but pull it in a little bit more. Squeeze your belly and go ahead and push your knees away. So massage that low back. Go ahead and pull your knees in and go ahead and push them away. One more inhale. It shouldn't take you more than 3 minutes at home. Good. Push away. Perfect. Pull your knees in, open arms to T, or just lay your hands down where it's comfortable, a little bit wider away from your body, though, to help you anchor down. Inhale fully, roll your knees towards the right. So give your spine a little twist. Good. Then inhale, bring your knees up and go ahead and drop left. So go nice and easy. Again, so moving that synovial fluid inside your spine, go ahead and drop right. We do great job in here with your bones and your joints and your ligaments. Knees up and go ahead and roll to your left. Perfect. Inhale and bring your knees up and set your feet down. Extend your feet out long, arms alongside your body, moving into your upper back. Take your right hand, sweep it across your body, and tap beyond that left shoulder. Then go ahead and bring your hand back down. Bring your left hand up and over and move that shoulder and upper back, and go ahead and tap down. One more each side. Go ahead and tap left. Bring your hand back, and then take your left hand and tap to your right. Good, perfect. Moving on. Bring your arms up over your head. Walk your feet over to the right, left foot over right ankle, and grab your left wrist with right hand. Make a little banana shape on the right because you're opening your intercostals. So they get very tight overnight. Those are the muscles between your rib cage, and your heart and lungs depend on you making space right there. Good. Come on through center, go the other way. So walk feet over, right foot over left ankle, pull your right wrist and go ahead and open intercostals on your right. Good, perfect. Then inhale, come on back through center, pull your knees into your chest once more, Apanasana. Begin your little yoga bicycles. If you decide to lift your head, which is fine, but just take your fingertips behind your head. Don't stretch out, don't go after that neck so soon. All right, when you've had enough of that, you can cross at your ankles to spinal rock and roll. Now we're beginning our class, all right? Go ahead and rock and roll if you like. If you don't like doing it, then don't. Just find your way to your seat and find your easy seat, Sukhasana. So because Susan and I just talked about this and she said she used this, so let's practice it again. Sit up nice and tall. If you go to the doctor and you too have your pressure through the roof, your mind is going, the emotions are like all over the place. Open that left hand, palm facing ceiling. Take your right hand and lay the back of the hand in the palm of your left hand. Bring it very close to your nose. We're going to stimulate your amygdala where your emotions come from. Brain's going to say, I am safe and protected. Inhale strong through your nose. Sip through the nose all the way to full again. And now exhale to empty into palm of hands. Notice how calming it is. Do it again. Inhaling. Sip again. Exhale into palm of hands. Do that again. Inhaling. Sip through nose again. Exhale into palm of hands. Good. All right. Reset. Find your Sukhasana, your easy seat. So easy. All right. These are all tools to take outside the room with you. All right. Hands in front of the heart space. Let's clear out your lungs. We'll use coordination. Inhale, big V, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, this is your cerebellum. Bring hands in front of the heart and your reasoning and thinking. Inhale, airplane, squeeze a pencil. Good. Hands in front of the heart space, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Good. Exhale strong. Empty those lungs. Get rid of stagnant air. Inhale fully. Find your Divimana. Good. Anjali Mudra. Perfect. One more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, Divyamana. Good. Anjali Mudra prayer. Good. Inhale, sweep hands up, interlace your fingers, flip those palms, get a little bit taller. Inhale fully, exhale fully. Good. Release your hands. Pavriti Sukhasana, left hand on knee, right hand behind you. Wrap those organs around your spine, eyes to right corner. So you know that when we squeeze out your organs like this, when we release, fresh blood and oxygen will flush right through them. Good. Inhale and sweep up. Look at your thumbs, occipital lobe. Good. Right hand on knee, left hand behind you. So you can see how much you use your brain in this practice. Inhale fully. Wring out your organs a little bit more. Good. Inhale, sweep up. Use your vision. See your thumbs. Parsvasukhasana, right hand down, left arm up and over. So plant your left hip and take your eyes up to the ceiling. Pick a drishti. Use your vision. Good. Quarter turn your head and just find a spot on the floor to look at. Good. Now take your eyes to your right hands and inhale fully. Make more space for your lungs and your heart. Good. Spring off right hand, make your way over to left side. Right arm is up and over. Plant that right hip. Parsvasukhasana, half seat. Look up at the ceiling. Use your vision. Good. Quarter turn your head and pick another drishti, far away even. And then look at your left hand and inhale fully and exhale, stretch out a little bit more. Good. Inhale and come on up. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Good. Bring your head up. Drop your left ear to left shoulder. Bring your head up. Twist your head right, chin over shoulder. Bring your chin center. Take chin left. Bring your head center and now drop your chin down onto your collarbone. Take a long, deep breath into the back of your neck. And of course, you know what that is. That's your brain stem. We need it to be very strong, flexible, but never abuse it in any way. Good. Inhale, lift up your chin, no wrinkles in your neck. Just open your thyroid. That's what balances your body. Good. And then bring your head back to neutral. Perfect. Float over your shins and find your Barmanasana, your table, so that we can massage that Sushumna channel. All right. That is your message center from tailbone to top of head. It's unbelievable. All right. Your whole map of personality resides inside that spine. We have to take such good care of it. You have 7 energy vortexes, so 7 energy centers called chakras or interstitia. Modern medicine agrees. We have to keep it very healthy. Any one of those places from little bumps in the road gets stuck or congested, you start having side effects like bellyache or nitpicky or very fatigued, things like that. We do a great job in here of making sure your energy flow is nice and smooth. Drop your belly, lift head and heart, find your Patilasana, tail touching head. Then exhale round, push that mat away and find Marjariasana, cat. Inhaling, lift up that head and heart. Your tail is touching head, and you can close your eyes. Go ahead and round so that you can start to go inward. Good. And notice, inhaling fully. Just notice how you feel. Lift up that tailbone and your head, and then exhale, round, and push that mat away. Good. Let your head go. Inhale and lift up. Tail is touching head. Exhale, round, and push that mat away. Good, perfect. Reset. Bring your knees to touch and your big toes, shins may be touching, and you're going to make 3 big circles with your hips. Eyes are closed. Go at your own pace, but pay attention. Inhaling and exhaling in and out the nose. So start looking inward, all right, because your practice is filled with opportunity to use somatic healing. If you have any ache or pain, notice any sensation and use your breath like a laser and your mind like a laser to soften it. Good. Once you've done 3 in that direction, go ahead and go the other way. And again, eyes are closed, inhaling and exhaling out of your nose as best as you can. So clean air in and out the lungs, all right? Your nostrils were meant to do most of your breathing. All right, once you've done evenly on both sides, let your big toes touch, knees wide, and find your Prasarita Balasana. Find your wide-legged child's pose. Go ahead and lay your forehead down in this very humble asana and send your fingertips out a little bit longer. Open up underneath those armpits. Let the forehead come down, frontal and temporal lobe. CEO of your brain will be using it whole time because you have to think, you have to reason, you have to problem solve when things don't feel right to you, how to make it right. Take a nice long inhale. We'll practice somatic healing again. When you exhale, practice relaxing your facial muscles. Inhale into the back of your heart. When you exhale, practice letting the front of the heart melt right to the mat. And then inhale into your sacrum. And practice letting your belly melt all the way down. Good. Come to natural breathing. So, because happiness is our birthright, I'd like you to just think of 3 things that you are grateful for right here, right now. And it could be mundane. It could be your shoes. It could be your dinner. It could be the smile of a friend. 3 things. So being grateful actually can help you from ever having brain disease. Good. All right. Find your way back to tabletop position. So being happy, all right, it's key to your brain health. So every day is your birthday, all of you. Shift weight to left hand, sweep your right fingertips up. See your fingers, thread right arm underneath your left armpit. Come on right shoulder, side of the head for your lymphatic wash. Let your prayer hands touch. So go ahead and twist a little more on the side of your head so we can get those fluids to come down. Wash away any possibility of toxicity like amyloidal plaque or protein tau, anything like that. We never want it. So take a nice long inhale. So this is the job of a lymphatic wash. You've had your lymphatic wash already. Now you're doing a lymphatic wash. Those are the 2 washes that happen in your body. Inhale fully and exhale fully. It only happens on the side of your head. All right, come on back up. Let's wash the other side. Shift weight to your right hand. Sweep those left fingertips up. Thread left arm underneath and find your Parsha Balasana, your half child's. Eye of the needle. Good. Go ahead and push those hands together, side of the head. And there's no question that your memory is your most important thing. Our whole world is inside our brain, our whole world. So we have to do everything we can to make sure that it stays healthy, sharp, clear. It's a work in progress. Inhale fully. Good. It's only the last couple years that they realize that we have to take a holistic approach, just like us in here. All right, come on back to your tabletop position. All right, once you're there, curl those toes, lift your hips, find your downward facing dog, and go easy. It's very restorative, but you're probably a little tight. So pedal your feet nice and easy, opening up your plantar ligament, the sole of your foot, your heel, Achilles tendon, and your gastrocnemius. And just by pumping your feet like this, you're going into that soleus that we talked about. Good. So just pet a little bit more. And now come onto the ball of the feet and try to lift your tailbone to the ceiling. Drop your heels and let your head completely go. So get fresh blood to the brain and collagen to your skin. Good. Let's take a nice long inhale and just open your mouth. So if you notice your nose is stuffed, you're draining your lungs and sinuses. Inhale fully. A lot of pollen in the air, things like that right now. Good. Find your Shakti so that we're all resilient. Drop to knees, lift your head and heart, flatten the top of the feet and push back. So remember, your asana practice was meant for you to take a walk through your inner landscape. Come through your table, lift head and heart. Curl your toes, lift your hips. Again, if you notice any ache or pain, that's your opportunity to use your minds, your breath, and soften it. Drop to knees, lift your head and heart. Flatten those feet, push back, child's. And one more round. Come through your table, lift your head and heart. Curl toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, push that mat away. Good. Pedal out your feet. All right, when you're ready, look between your hands and take a gentle stroll to the top of the mat and find forward fold, Uttanasana, very restorative again. Bend your knees, rest your belly on your thighs. If it's too much, just place your forearms on your legs, all right? And then just let your head completely go. Good. And then maybe you can drop your fingertips and just let your head go again. Now grab opposite elbows. So more traction to the upper back. So we never, ever, ever want to have a dowager hump, and this prevents that. So take a nice long inhale. I know it's not that comfortable. Good. Rest your belly on your thighs, ascending, descending colon. And now just do a semicircle around your knees. Nice and easy. Long inhale and heavy exhale. Good. Release your fingertips, bend knees, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Head is last. And inhale and circle sweep to high prayer. See those thumbs. Samasthiti, your attention posture. I'm going to keep calling you back to this because it helps you train your mind to be here right now. And it's not easy. It's going to wander your mind. I got to go to the cleaners. I got to get a lemon, all of these things. So we're all like that, but we're going to train our mind to be right here, right now, nothing else but that. And that's how we grow stronger pathways, a bigger brain. And that's just science. That's just studying thousands and thousands of people. All right, find your posture, Tadasana, mountain pose, and look at your feet dollars width apart. Line them up with sides of mat and pull up through those legs, your belly, and heart. Get those shoulders up to your ears and round them down. Open your hands to the side of the room. Your palms are faced forward, thumbs are out. Top of head is on the ceiling, ear canals over your hips. So I know I remind you to do this every single day because you will think better. All right. You'll feel better. You'll look better. There's no question about it. You were never meant to shrink ever, but we have to do the work like everything else, right? We don't want our brain to shrink, or we don't want our spine to shrink. It's the same thing. It's all doing this kind of work. One tip, when you're walking outside and you go to the park, wherever you are, try your best not to look down at the floor. All right, try your best to keep your head up and just use your vision to look down as you walk. All right, try to maintain your posture as best as you can. All right, hands in front of the heart space. Let's go ahead and do your sun salutes. Inhale, circle, sweep, pipe prayer, C thumbs, swan dive, and let go to your forward folds. Then place hands on shins and inhale strongly. Practice lifting up your spine. Then exhale, fold and let everything go. Bending your knees and rolling up, head up, arms up to Urdhva Hastasana. See those thumbs and come to your Samasthiti, your attention posture, all in Sanskrit. So you use the whole top of your head. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Swan dive, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, pick your back up halfway, spill it over, find your Uttanasana, bending your knees and rolling up, head up, arms up to Urdhva Hastasana. See those thumbs and come to your Samasthiti, your attention posture. Good. Modified sun salute A. One inhale, see those thumbs. Swan dive and let go. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Place those hands down, find your plank posture, and hug your muscles strongly to their bones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to your belly. Make a pillow for your forehead, bend those knees, and windshield wiper your feet back and forth. But I'd like you to pay attention to your belly. Feel your belly into the mat and give it a massage back and forth. Relax those muscles. Massage your belly back and forth. What muscles? All right, extend those feet out. Let's find Shalabhasana B because it is a stress buster. Bring your forehead down. All right, and then when you're ready, lifting up from the back of your heart. So thoracic spine, your heart, your throat, and your head. And then go ahead and tap that forehead down again. All right, inhaling, lift again from thoracic spine. Lift up your hands and your head. Hands are 1 inch off the mat. Full body strengthening and stress buster. Good. Lower all the way back down. Good. Do one more like this. Inhaling, lift up your head, your hands, and your feet. Lifting here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower all the way back down. Perfect. Make your way back through your tabletop position. Curl your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, pedal out those feet. Good. And when you're ready, walk your hands to your feet. Good. And then inhale halfway up, strong back. Spill over and let go. Bending knees, rolling up, head up, arms up to Urdhva Hastasana. See thumbs. Samasthiti, attention posture. And find your Tadasana. Good. So I was listening to a doctor this morning. He said if there's any way at all that you would like to stimulate your brain and make it stronger and healthy, that you should be doing this. Hands on your hips. Shift weight to your left foot. Pick your right knee up and tap it down. I was like, oh my God, lift it up. Tap it down. Again, lift it up. Tap it down. 2 more, lift up. Tap down. 1 more, lift up. Tap down. We'll change it up a little bit. Pull that knee up. Find your Makasana and turn your knee out. Good. Maybe lift hands above your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return your knee. Reset. Tadasana. So I was like, okay, yeah, we've been doing this for 5 years, but hands on hips, shift weight to right foot. Other side. Lift your left knee. Makasana, crane. Tap it down. Again, lift and tap. 3 and tap. 4, find a drishti and tap. If you fall out of it, no worries. You're learning to focus and concentrate. Good. Pull that knee up again. See if you can find your balance. And if not, just take your toe down. It doesn't matter. You're learning to focus. That's all. Pulling the knee up and turn that left knee out. Good. Maybe lift your hands, tip of tongue on roof of mouth. And after you tap your toes, tap them right down and maybe come back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Samasthiti. Find your Tadasana. Get a little bit taller. And let's walk your balance beam to the top of the mat. Hands on hips. Find your drishti. So shift weight to your left foot and take your right heel to your left toe. Very gently walk yourself forward. So you're stimulating the back of your head right now using coordination and balance, which is key. But so many other things, hearing, listening, problem solving. All right, reset and find your Tadasana when you come to the top of your mat. All right, giant step back, find your warrior 1 on your right. So right foot 90, back foot 45, hips in line with short end. Sweep those arms alongside your ears. Good. Take a nice long inhale and a heavy exhale. Good. Find gold post arms nice and strongly and just take a gentle twist around your spine to the right. Good. Take your eyes with you. Good. Come on back through your center and just take a little twist to your left. Good. And then reset. Perfect. Find your warrior 1 once more. Drive your right knee straight. Find your warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Soft gaze over right middle finger. Good. When you're ready, drive right knee straight. Circle sweep high prayer. Exhale. Hands in front of your heart space. Reset to your warrior 2. Using coordination, thinking. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Virabhadrasana 2. Again, inhaling, Urdhva Hastasana. Anjali Mudra, strong legs. Reset, Virabhadrasana 2. Drive that right knee straight. Find your triangle. Uttita Trikonasana, right hand goes out. Left hand to where is comfortable. Turn your right hand towards long end of mat, so use your belly a little bit more. Top hand 12, bottom hand 6. Your gaze could be up or down. And take a nice long inhale. This asana is meant to show you how strong you are, even when things are wild outside. Inhaling fully, exhaling fully. Good. Use left arm to pull yourself up. Reset to your warrior 2 and find Shanti. Left arm down, left leg. Right arm is up and over. See if you can open your intercostals just a little bit more. Chin at armpit. Good. And then reset. Samasthiti. Where's your mind? Find your Tadasana. Lift up your heart a little bit taller. You should be 2 inches taller. Who wants me to measure them next week? All right, giant step back, right foot. Go ahead and find your warrior one again. Good. So big toe 12, back foot 45. Sweep those arms, pick a dristi. If tip of tongue on roof of mouth, that's your pineal gland. Good. Go ahead and bend those elbows. Take goddess arms. Take gentle twist to your left. Maybe take eyes to left corner. Good. Come back to your goddess. And then go ahead and twist to your right now and take your eyes to right corner. Good. Reset. Good. Virabhadrasana 1. Drive your left leg straight. Find your warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Soft gaze over left middle finger. So left foot 90, back foot 45. Find that warrior 2. So let's problem solve and coordinate. Drive left leg straight. Circle sweep high prayer. Exhale, hands in front of your heart space. Reset warrior 2. See your left middle finger. Inhaling Urdhva Hastasana. See your thumbs. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Reset using occipital lobe, see your middle finger. Again, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, see your thumbs. Anjali Mudra prayer. Reset, find your warrior 2. Good, drive that left knee straight. Send left hand out. Utthita Trikonasana, your triangle. Good, so look at us, we're tilted sideways. But yeah, we're so strong, we could pull ourselves right up. Well, that's the way it is outside the room. Inhale fully and stretch out a little bit more. Good. Use right hand to pull yourself up. Reset. Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Peaceful warrior. Right arm. Shanti. Right arm down, right leg, left arm up and over. Open those intercostals a little bit more. Good. Spring off your feet. Find your way back to Samasthiti, attention posture. Good. Find your Tadasana. Let's do a little bit of Tadasana balance. So when you're ready, push into the ball, the foot and your toes, rise up. Good. Come on down and lift those toes. Try to spread them out. And again, go ahead and push into ball of feet, big toe. That's connected to your brain. Come on down and lift up those toes. One more round. Go ahead and lift up and we'll hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Samasthiti, your attention posture. Collect your mind. And we'll make our way down. Inhale, circle, sweep, high prayer. Swan dive and let go. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Hands come down, find your tabletop position, and then have a seat on your right hip. Swing those legs around, find your bent knee, Dandasana. So practice your posture right away. All right, hold on behind your legs, making sure that your tailbone to top of head is very strong. And take a nice long inhale and exhale. Good. So you get positive energy right from tailbone to top of head just by sitting like this. So important for your longevity to be able to sit on the floor. All right, go ahead and find a nice wide V, Upavista Konasana. Sit up nice and tall, toes are on ceiling. Go ahead and walk your hands out and find a gentle fold. Now here's a great time to practice somatic healing. Inhale fully. When you exhale, practice softening your hamstrings. Again, inhale. Use mind and breath practice again. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Good, perfect. Inhale and come on up. Reset your feet, bent knee, Dandasana. Good. Fingertips behind you, 6 inches. Slide those feet in. Fingertips are forward. Find your reverse table, Ardha Parsvottanasana. You can look at the ceiling, you can look at your knees. Go ahead and tap your glutes down and then push right back up. And again, tap down and use those triceps. Push, push. One more tap and go ahead and push, push. Good. All right, come on back down. Find your bent knee, Dandasana. Again, practice your posture. Extend those feet out. Find your stick pose. Good. Sit nice and tall. Inhale fully. When you exhale, walk those hands out and find a fold. Good. And you can let your feet go. Let them flop open. And then inhale fully. When you exhale, practice relaxing your sacrum. Let your head completely go. So whole back body. Inhale fully. Exhale, soften just a little bit more if you can. And again, inhaling and soften a little bit more. Good, perfect. Inhale and come on up. Flex your feet strong. Extend your hands out in front of you. Tuck your chin and we'll squeeze your belly now. Squeeze Manipura. It's where your confidence comes from. Squeeze your belly. 8, lowering down. 7, 6, squeeze even more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Apanasana, pull those knees in. Massage your back. Circle your knees one way and circle your knees the other way. All right, reasoning again, coordination again, thinking. Lift your shins parallel to the ceiling, arms alongside your body. When you're ready, extend your left leg out, hovering over the floor, right arm up and over your head. And then bring your arm back and your leg back. Send your right leg out, sweep left arm up and over. Good. Reset. Use your belly. Again, left leg out, right arm is up and over. Good. Reset. Again, right leg out, left arm up and over. And reset. Good. Using both sides of your brain. Left leg out, right arm is up and over. Go ahead and bring it up. And again, right leg out, left arm is up and over. Perfect. Bring your knees in, Apanasana again. Open the knees and just rock side to side. Massage that low back. So that's Svadhisthana. All right, that's where you embrace change in your life. That's why your low back is sore a lot, where life's one big recalibration. All right, soles of feet come down, arms alongside your body. Go ahead and push into feet and lift up your hips. Come to your highest expression. Relax your face, tuck your chin, squeeze pelvic floor, front and back. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Shwini Mudra. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower down, massage every disc all the way down till sacrum's on the mat. Good. Widen your feet about 2 or 3 inches more towards side of mat. Push into feet, curl your pelvis, lift it up, hips above your heart, and squeeze that pelvic floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower down, massage every disc all the way down. Sushumna channel, all of those energy centers. Good. Widen your feet now, as wide as your mat. Push into feet, lift up your pelvis, squeeze. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Ashwini Mudras, the backside. Lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Massage every disc all the way back down. Good. Reset your feet, dollars width apart. Matsyasana fish, your enemy of disease. Lift up those hips, slide your hands under glutes, elbows in your rib cage. Send those feet out long, let your big toes touch. And when you're ready, push into the elbows and just come up on the back of your head. Lift up your thymus, smack in the middle of the chest. So inhale fully, make it bigger. That's the epicenter of your immune system. Exhale strongly. Good. Again, inhale, try to lift it up, make it bigger, and exhale strong. Good. One more. This time, lift it up and open your throat a little bit, your thyroid. Good. Tuck your chin and come out. Knees into chest, Apanasana, big squeeze, and find your opposing asana, Ananda Balasana, a happy baby. So soles of feet on ceiling. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull your knees down on the outside of your rib cage. Tuck your chin. Try to relax your face. Good. And just notice your back very heavy on the mat, where the points are, where you feel it on your back. And then go ahead and tick tock side to side and massage those kidneys. You hit each other like babies. All right. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and send your feet back up to wash down. One more time. Viparita Karani, feet on the ceiling. Hold on behind your legs. Relax your face. Back is heavy. Let's let the lymphatic system wash away any toxicity, free radicals that happen inside our bodies every day. All right. And your lymphatic system's job is to wash away. But we are reversing, we are defying gravity like this. So inhale fully. So when you stand up, it does a wash. When you lay down, put your feet up, it reverses the wash. So you're getting a double wash. Inhale fully, gets rid of inflammation. You'll sleep better, all things like that. All right. Knees into chest, Apanasana, and find your Thara Praviti, your double knee down twist to the right. So lightly take right hand on right knee and send your left arm out and drop left shoulder down. Maybe turn your head, but just slightly. Your eyes could be closed now so that you can notice any sensations. And take a long inhale. When you exhale, soften your whole body down. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Good. One more like this. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bring your knees through your center and then just roll them to the other side and find your Thara Praviti to your left. Good. And right arm comes out, left hand on knee, and just wring out your spine the other way. You might hear a little pop, pop, okay? And it's nothing to worry about. Little emotions get stuck in that channel like bubbles. And we release all these things in our body during our yoga practice. So nice long inhale and heavy exhale. Good. All right, knees back through center for your Apanasana squeeze so we can send fresh blood and oxygen through your body. Inhale fully. When you exhale, lift your nose to knee, wrap arms around shins, squeeze everything, including your face, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and spring open to Reiki Shavasana. So a little bit different than regular Shavasana because you're going to practice somatic healing on your own body. So let your feet be very wide and shake your legs out. Let them flop open. Push into your elbows, lift up the heart space, and lay the back of your heart down flat. Arms are alongside your body, palms faced up at least 6 inches away from your hips, and tuck your chin just a little bit. So this is your most important pose. I always remind you because it is your opportunity to rest and restore your whole body, head to toe. So let your eyes fall softly to the back of your head. And take a nice long inhale. And just open your mouth. Inhale to full. And just stick your tongue out as far as it goes. Inhale again. And exhale all your air to empty. Good. Let your back be very heavy on the mat. Relax your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows. Relax your forehead, your scalp, and your hair. Relax your nose, your cheeks, and your ears. Relax your lips, your teeth, and let your tongue fall soft to the bottom of your mouth. Relax your chin, your jaw, the front of your neck, the back of your neck, Practice relaxing all the skin on your face. Relax your shoulders, your arms, and your hands. And relax your back, your whole back. Let it melt into the mat. And relax your heart, your belly, all of your organs. Just let them rest. Relax your hips, glutes, hamstrings, calf muscles, thighs, knees, shins, ankles, tops of your feet, bottoms of your feet, and your toes. So your brain aerobic practice takes your attention off of daily worries, internal chatter, and emotional overload. This sense of inner quiet feels very euphoric when you are usually a bit worried, distracted, or overwhelmed. And then you might realize how loud your mind usually is until you feel what it's like to quiet it. It is that contrast that will bring you joy and happiness every day. Beginning to deepen your breath, bring a little gentle movement to your fingers and your toes. Take a big stretch overhead as if you just woke up from a nap. So stretch out one side of your body and the other. Knees into chest, Apanasana. Circle your knees around, massage your low back where you embrace change. And make your way to your right side in a fetal position. Let your eyes stay closed. Head is heavy on an arm. Learning to go inward to that quiet place. Ancient yogis thought it was the only place that peace resides. All right. Very slowly, with your eyes closed as best as you can, make your way back to your easy seat Sukhasana. Sit up nice and tall once you get here, from tailbone to top of head. And then take back of hands on knees, find Gyan Mudra, pointer and thumb touch. Hand mudras are tools for the mind, and this one in particular gets rid of excess negative energy that gets stuck inside your mind. So take a nice long inhale through your nose, pranavayu. Exhale through your nose, apanavayu. Do that again, inhaling positive energy, pranavayu. Exhaling, apanavayu. Come to natural breathing, Samavriti Pranayama. Go ahead and rub your hands together. Create that somatic healing in your own hands. Reiki in your own hands just means life spirit, that's all. And then cup your eyes with the palms of your hands and just wait for the heat to enter your eye passages. Once you feel that warmth and heat behind your eyes, you can very gently open them. All right. All right, my loves, we're ready for your multisensory medical meditation. So you can go ahead and get yourself comfortable in whatever way that is. I know that we don't have anyone new with us today, so we can get right to it. So go ahead and get, if you'd like a little chair, they're in that back closet. If you want a little meditation chair. If you like to be against the wall, go right ahead. If you want to lay down, go right ahead. If you want to lean against the wall, go right ahead. See what works for you. I like sitting like this when I'm with by myself or with you. I also like sitting in a chair. If at home you sit in a chair, just no shoes. All right. Have your feet touching the earth, the carpeting, the floor. It doesn't matter at all. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable, and everybody knows the deal. The breathing is always the same. You'll say your mantra over and over, Satanama. Mantras are amazing for your mind because you can't think about anything else. And when your mind wanders, just bring it back. That's how you strengthen it. We'll use your finger tapping, all right, so that you send fresh blood to your cerebral cortex, whole gray matter. And then we'll sing for 2 minutes, stimulating your brain, 84 different acupressure points to the brain. And then you'll whisper, which stimulates that vagus nerve that runs down your throat. And that's really important. That stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system. But the bottom line in here for all of us is that, and I'm no different than anybody else, and it is extremely noticeable since I have my own science project at home with my husband. When he doesn't do it, he's a crankpot. It is obvious. When he does it, he handles his work and everything much better. It is so obvious on his face. So I can only use myself as an example. I know for myself, it's not negotiable because I just feel better all day long, no matter what comes to doorstep. So make sure if you can do it in the morning, of course, that's the best. That is when you are the most programmable. I don't think 12 minutes is too much to ask because your brain is your most important organ. So you brush your teeth, you take care of your brain. It's as simple as that. All right, let's pick out a song. I did this one this morning, so I did two today. I'm going to take out my AirPods, love. Okay, I'll see you after. To sit up and close your eyes, start to settle in. And let's go with this happens to actually be. Don't make this too loud or anything. You'll hear the soft bell. We'll stretch a little. Satanama, 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 Good. Again, inhaling and exhale away. Good. Inhale, circle, sweep your hands above your head, interlace your fingers, flip those palms, take a nice long inhale. When you exhale, just take a little twist to the right and then a little twist around that channel and shake out your hands. So, I had been giving a lot of thought to about why I feel so happy all the time, every day. I mean, look, things come up, but I just handle things so much better. But I realized two things. One is when you do your practice, you're releasing all those feel good hormones in your brain, like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, things that make those are the feel good chemicals inside your brain. So that's naturally happening. That's just science. So you feel better all day long because you've released those kind of things instead of the opposite, which when you're worrying and this and that, then the cortisol is released and everything just gets worse. So it works so well for that. The second thing, I've kind of done a science project over the last month, I'd say. And if I wake up in the middle of the night and my mind starts thinking about the dumbest things in the world imaginable, I might notice and I say, well, I'm thinking about the dog and this and that. And then I start saying Satanama to myself and I go out cold for the rest of the night. And I realized why. When we say Satanama to ourselves quietly like that, so you're not talking, you're not singing, you're not whispering, right? You're just quiet. It's that part of the brain where your unconscious mind is, and that's where the healing happens. So when you say that to yourself like that, quietly in the middle of the night, that's why you go out like you've been given anesthesia. So if you have any trouble sleeping and you wake up in the middle of the night, even if it's 2 times a night, even 3 times a night, retrain your mind. Stop the pattern of waking up and talking to yourself. Use your tools, which this is a tool, and watch what happens. Next thing you know, you're just sleeping better and feeling better all the way around. So why wouldn't we do this every single day? So well done. We got to take care of our brains. It is number one on the list every single day. Hi, lovey. I'll call you later. Bye. I love you. Okay, my darlings. Well done. Well done. So, yeah, I had to talk about happiness. Yeah, I'm going to just shut this recording until they ask me and not them.